And plus 800 damage to all of her moves. An extra 50 and 100 on for what she's got now. Hello, friend. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure this does more based on I need to look at her numbers. Let's hit it with a fucking baseball, anyway. Everyone to the back screen. Can't even put Gunbuster in the pachinko machine. Too strong. To be fair, she is only taking quarter damage, so I think there's actually nothing that could damage her. Home run! Best batter in the galaxy coming up. Yeah, okay, now we'll do the beam. We'll see what's better, the beam or the bat. I'm pretty sure the beam is still, because it's melee. It's useless. Really useless. Mudayo. So I think it was 12,000 crit before with the home run. 15,000 crit, I think so. The difference isn't huge anymore now that we put some numbers into the... You wanna go again, buddy? Sure, I'll go again. I don't give a shit. Good to know that I'm not going to do some rude things to him. Yeah, all these idiots get inside this thing. And you, why not? I'm pretty confident in these guys' ability to murder the spaceship. Big go! Action! Maybe dick anchors. Everybody's bad. This is actually sorry for the pachinko machine repairman if Noriko went through. I'm pretty sure that's Rand at this point. Someone's got to fix that dude's shit. Yeah. But whoa. Okay, I'm pretty sure that the satellite cannon's gonna do that much damage, but it might not. Power of the moon. Microwave through. Moon crystal of power. Oing. New Zealand will survive this. Sorry, wait, you won't. I really like that Godmar's final move is just his other moves, but he's gold. But they're otherwise identical. Flies in with the punch, just the same sword. Final God Mars. And then the big sword. Yeah, there's no way how he doesn't do 8,000 damage to him. Poor New Zealand ship commander. Oh, we haven't seen the dynamic kill for that in a long time. I don't think we've seen it at all this game. But now he's nearly aced. Is that expecting a bit much? Yeah, I think that is expecting a bit much. So let's just do this. Good, good. I was worried that old Poopy Pants wouldn't be able to do it. Oh, and then I'm too close. I should have gone here actually, so I could bop that guy. But that's fine too. These two guys can. Deal with this idiot. I think she could have done it anyway, like without the double damage. Yeah, she could have done it easy. Crow's fucking dying all the time. But he's getting there, he's nearly ace now. Granny, that lady didn't forget her robot, she got out of it and became the robot. She was the one that was in the little cube with arms and legs. She didn't forget she was the robot. She knew. Actually, did she know she was an android? They do the tests on her to see if she's topless or not, and they're like, oh no, she's an android. And androids can't be topless. It's impossible for robots to believe in anything. Size doesn't matter. Bonk. Poor guy. Actually, can he do that? Can he? Oh, he fucking can't. Girl, why are you doing this to me? Of all people. Sure these guys aren't going to take it out. Yeah, Nono is like straight up like 11,000 years old, 10,000, depending on how long you think it might have taken him to do the thing. As long as the catapult's fine, we'll be. Pattern 5. Where's pattern 4s? Fours was way cooler than 5s. Oh, yeah, I knew Crow wasn't going to do it because Crow is a constant source of disappointment for every person in his life. Z2 is always good. She's old as hell and loves pizza. You can't get much more gooder than that. Yeah, still no. Okay, element change. Zeska. Go fast. Element change. Unaha. Whoosh. 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 Wait, is that... Why is that dude the biggest dude of all time? Oh, because it's the boss dude. The shitty boss man. I'm going over there because I'm hoping that once we bop him, more shit happens, or that at least, like, that's not it for him. With the power of Zeus! And... Big Bang Punch! Biru. Yeah, real fucking mature dude shooting missiles at Mazinger. He turned into a fucking hand and crashed into you, and you do that in return. Dishonorable wretch. What's his assist? 1 to 5, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Well, like, I'm thinking... Super Inazuma... Super Inazuma. Transam. Get him, Graham. Mada. Oh, so that's how it is, huh? I'll attack the sphere. I'll show ya. I love the creaky wheels. Is there? Oh, I guess we just fucking killed him then? Never mind about the support in Azuma kick. No! Like, I thought that was the dynamic kill. The arms crossed. So da yo. Yeah, he says gun there. And that's referencing the thing he says earlier. Apparently, things with a gun in their name are called Gundams, Gunbuster. Oh no, he finally managed to put Noriko in the fucking pachinko machine. Because she wasn't only taking a quarter damage this time. Oh yeah, you really fucking nailed Noriko, buddy. You really did it. Yeah, Gun Leon. And yeah, his backpack it's the big scorpion sting. He's so good. Okay, no double damage, so they won't do the 42,000, but if they crit, they might do like 30. They might get enough with the crit. No, okay, that was way less than I thought it was going to be. But oh, because he's got fucking Guard and Prevail and he's a piece of shit. I forgot that he was a big boy. Mario's loving this shit. He's like, give me your hatred, show it to me why it's good and cool. Alright, well I guess if you don't have to do the big move, don't do the big move. Is the lesson we're getting here. Mega bullshit dingus cannon. Yeah, we'll just do the combination. She can't do anything anyway. That's fine. I'm not sure that this ship is really an upgrade to the other one, because the other one had more catapults, right? It's got the 3, it's got the 2 on each side and the 1 on the bottom, that one's only got 2. Cutting your mobile suit like output. Oh good, you got me to fuck around up, are ya? Sure. Bring it, bud. Oh, not even gonna say anything nice to him? Yuke! Canary is too old for this shit. Look about goddamn hateful blood. He loves it. Nope. That's a defender from young Miss Science. Hopefully he gets a new move, because he's certainly become very Kagura, right? In that he's only like in Rengoku he did this the swirlies, and then his big final attack he showed off was the pachinko, but then he's only ever done the pachinko since then. It's like, buddy, come on. Oh, okay, now this one's actually fucking dangerous because she's very small. She's small and he's double larger. He might not be double large. He's probably double large though. Yeah, she's fine. Oh, he's only... You know what? I thought he was much bigger than that because, you know, the big ball, but I guess he's tiny and shit. Yeah, that's pretty good. so good. This ship is run really fucking badly. Like, look at the door on the front. Like, that's just, please, please, no. The gun turrets are really good because you can only see 2 of the gun tracks on the ones on the body. And they still got the 3 guns, so they just look really fucked up. And like, this side is on an angle, and then the gun on the far side is flat on. How does it fucking work? Fuck you, man who did that. Buddy, eat shit. Oh, she's out of juice. Oh no, Neo Zeon! Blah! It was like, good, fuck that dude, he sucked and was the garbage. Full frontal will be out soon. And now we just gotta murder that guy. Powder the Dream is the bigger map attack. Yeah. Oh, it's not the... My friend. Nope, still not good. No, none of those are any good. I don't really care about them being able to go above their shitty limit. So I guess we're gonna set up RBL. He's got that active, so he should be good. Oh, I guess I could speed boost to like here. Yeah, we'll speed boost. Yeah, that's much better. Let's get Gong in position though and like fight this fucker. Tifa. Let's summon the Grunty. There he is, there he is!
Hello.
How you doing, baby?
Anime robot fight.
He's on fire all of the time.
That's bad, usually.
No, it's good though, for him. He wasn't always on fire. One time he was a cute little robot. And then he was the big robot. And then he was the big robot on fire.
And he hits people with wrench, which is always good. What's the wrench usually for? Does he fix spaceships with a wrench?
Yeah, he's a repairman. He's a repairman, but he's bad at it, so everyone calls him the Crasher, or the Crusher. And if you call him that, he gets really mad and then he beats the shit out of you. Because he's the heat. He's the wandering repairman. He doesn't break things. Please. He got separated from his robot at one point. And the little girl used that opportunity to go into the nearby town. Which was meant to be like a village, but it was like a proper city and everything. And she was like, oh, worship him and your wishes will get granted. Gun Leon, Gun Leon, and made them sing the theme song. And well, it worked, I guess.
Is that what made him on fire?
Yeah. He got back in it and the robot was like, hell yeah, let's go, buddy. We can be on fire now. Everybody loves us. He was the lion god.
So what's up with the shitty backpack on Crystal Eye robot?
That's the sting of the scorpion.
What's that do?
Well, he's the sphere bearer of the hateful scorpion, the hateful devil scorpion or demon scorpion or something. And so his robot is like the robot impaled on the sting of a scorpion. And I mean, his gimmick is that he activates like all your resentment and the hate inside you. Anything you're annoyed by, he amplifies it, and you become a fucking psycho. And that's mostly it. That's mostly his deal.
Pretty significant.
The guy who's always on fire, his sphere is the Wounded Lion, which is the Leo constellation, and his is the more pain he's in, the more powerful he gets. But his sphere is nice. It doesn't want him to feel pain. It doesn't want to take part in the interdimensional sphere war or whatever the fuck is going on. So that's why it went in a repair robot. And for a long time it withheld power from him because it was like, if I give you the power, you'll be in pain all the time, and I don't want that, buddy. You're my good friend. No. And then eventually he could deal with it. So it was like, okay, no, we can do this now. And then I think when you move beyond a certain stage of the power, you then ignore the downsides, so that doesn't happen anymore. There's one lady whose thing, it's this lady. She's the sorrowful maiden.
Same.
So, it's part of the dream, yeah. So, her sphere was activated by her just being really sad. Like really, really sad, like the saddest she could be. And the sadder she gets, the more power it gives her, but also it was gradually making her blind and deaf and lose her sense of taste and everything, so she'd be totally isolated, because that's really sad. Like, she had a really bad time. A bad dude got in her robot and beat her up and killed all of her friends in front of her. And then... yeah. And then all the girls were like, she really likes cake, let's take her out for some cake to cheer her up. And she goes out, she has a slice of cake and she's eating it and she's like, and I'm like, what's up? Is it not good? She's like, I can't taste it. I don't have any sense of taste anymore. I'm sorry, everybody. I ruined cake time for everybody.
That is pretty sad.
Yeah. Oh my god. God damn. Kiriko. And then... but yes, but she overcame that, so now she's not going blind and everything, but she still is sad a lot all the time, and when people do things, she's like, that's really sad, is her catchphrase, like, that's too sad. And the Scorpion dude hates her, because I think sadness overrides hate in the emotional hierarchy.
Yes. As a person who deals with depression, I can say that sadness is the ultimate emotion.
It certainly trumps hating things, because it takes a lot of effort to hate things.
Too sleepy to hate.
Yeah, exactly. So, So I think that's why he hates her. And then, but also because hate is sad also. So he's like, oh, I freaking hate that, and I hate that. And she's like, that's really sad. And he's like, oh, stop getting powered up by me hating things. We've got... What else do we have? Oh, we've got the... Impossible. Barbie can't deal with this shit. We've got Crow, who's the unswayable scales, which is Libra. And his thing is his thing is his power up was tied into the downside of focusing on something, and he'd be super powerful against one thing. He could focus on one thing at a time and be fucking incredible at it and good at murdering it. But he wouldn't be able to focus on anything else because he's the fulcrum in the middle of the scales rather than the thing on the scales. But now he doesn't have that, so he's just good as long as he's worried about money. Because he's got to worry about balance, including his bank balance.
Sure.
Okay, here's Barbiel, and he's like, "Duh, you friggin' beat me!" And it's like, wow, Barbiel's not so good today. And Lauren's like, wow, is it because Setsuko's maiden thing's messing with his strength? He's like, "Duh, shut up!" And then Sardius comes over and he's like, "Don't worry, Barbiel-sama, I've got this one. I'm here to pick you up." And it's like, Sardius, you shitlord monkey man. He's like, "Barbiel, quick, you better go." And he's like, "Don't worry, Barbiel-sama, I'm here to back him up." And then Barbiel goes, "Sardius, Kisama, you!" And he just fucking runs over and he shoots him. It's like, whoa, he's attacking his good buddy. It's like, whoa, what's got into him? And then Sardius is like, oh, okay, well, you were a lot stronger than this the last time we fought, boss man. You. And he's like, hey Barbiel, it's not like you to sympathize with the Gundam folks, right? He's like, wait, what? Wait, what? Why would he be about Gundam? He's like, or maybe you see, he sees a bit of himself in him. And yeah, and here he mentions that Barbiel's robot isn't actually the Ares, its true name is the Gun Ares. Gun Ares? And okay, yeah, now Zero's figuring it out and he's like, whoa, Gundam? Gunbuster? Gun Ares?
That's the secret.
It's like, what? And then Nono's like, whoa. Yeah, Noriko's Gunbuster is related to that thing. And then Sardius is like, you got it, Zero. The Gun Ares, are all, the Gunbuster and Gundams are all relics of the so-called Culture of Fire, which are one of the steps to apotheosis, and we've gathered them all together. And then Nifiki's like, the blood of beasts, the mingling of waters, and oh shit, and the destination of wind, and all that. And then Sardius explains the blood of beasts, which is Dankuga, and he says that's the primal instinct within humans to fight for survival and fight and win. And he says in Aoi and Ko's case, in Team D's case, their blood must have been stirred by someone who walked that path before them, like presumably the original Team D, the original Dankuga. And she's like, yeah, my senpai got me. He really fucking fires my lines up. And then the mingling of waters, and it's like that's clearly Aquarian, because I mean, it's Aquarian. Like, and he's like, yeah, even if you just look at its name, then it's the this mechanical divinity. Embodies the fusion of opposites, angel and human, man and woman, and it's a beacon shining across tranquil seas. And they're like, oh yeah, I want to fuck my brother, because that's that woman's deal. The destination of the wind, like, conjures images of mighty tornadoes, which is the embodiment of the spiral of life, whose unstoppable, unknowable course stretches from land to new land. And Simon's spiral power is bored through thicker and loftier walls, taking him from being a dude who dug holes underground in a village to the centre of the galaxy, where he wound the black hole backwards, which is pretty good. And the birth of the multidimensional universe brought these elements together, and Sardius sees that there's purpose behind that, and they've been called to gather the culture of fire, which is the summation of all man's knowledge. And with this comes a huge war, and that war will topple all obstacles, blah blah blah. Man and machine working in unison. With that comes progress and belief in the future.
Right.
And the paragons of this march are known as guns, like things with a gun at the start. And this world is to bear witness to the terminus of the culture of fire now that Z Blue are now assembled. And the Gundams will guide man to a new age, and the Gunbuster will smash anything in the way of that. And Barbiel, he once fought against invaders of a distant Earth, long before he was known by the Needle, which Sidious says is a ridiculous fucking name. And he says the people Barbiel, the Needle, fought against did include Sardius, and the side was destroyed that Earth, and Barbiel was the sole survivor. And then his rage and sorrow turned into hatred, and that awoke the resentful demon scorpion sphere. And Sardius was the only member in his squadron to survive the consequences of that. So Sardius is like, oh yeah, the whole Gundam thing is all too familiar to Barbiel, and that made his hatred waver. So that's why he powered down a little bit, because he... And Sardius... Okay, so Sardius basically says, I don't think humans are actually capable of all-encompassing hatred. Like, it's basic human nature to eventually do water under the bridge, and time heals all wounds, and that lets humans move forward. And he's like, that's how it's worked for me, and I think even for Barbiel, the man who is powered by hate, has that happen to him. And then Barbie's like, shut the fuck up, dude! You tell... Fucking pile of shit, tell him all my powers. And then that makes him mad as hell, so he powers up. And then Sardius like, that's exactly what I want, Chief! After you killed all my friends and buddies, the only thing I want from you is that your hatred never heals and you never move past it and you live a shitty, hateful life forever. And he says, so are we pretty even? Like, you use me as a tool for your own ends and I'll use you as a tool for mine? Pretty good combination, right? And Barbiel is like, yeah, you know what, Sardius, you ain't so bad. So Barbiel congratulates us on reaching the conclusion of the culture of fire, and then says we're not getting any closer to godhood though. And the future of despair will be ours, and soon. And if we manage to get past that, and then we'll have to fight him again. Which is like... Sure, who fucking cares? You're garbage. And then he says that his hatred will burn everything to ashes at that point.
Seems kind of self-defeating.
Yeah, and he's like, ah! Yes, Sisko's like, that's too sad, Barbie. And he's like, ah, Sisko, you're not doing shit to me. Nope, it may be sad, but I fucking hate that the most. Like, wow, Shiku, she even Shinku, opposing Shinka. She even apotheosis, huh? Ooh, with new types and invaders and everything. And then Sardius is like, it's up to you Earthlings to whether your guns will bear fruit or not. And that's what all the folks in Industrial 7 are looking forward to. And he wants to see if we'll reach the place where he and other people couldn't go. So he's going to leave some bad dudes as a souvenir and then leave. Yeah, look, he just left some trash. It's like, oh, fine, we'll beat up the drones. But we're not going to give up. LaPlace's box is too close, so let's bop him.
I like that dude. He's very manipulative.
Let's go on, someone. Yeah. Oh, incoming transmission, and it's apparently showing what's going on inside Megadania. Oh shit! There's a signal from Riddy, and Otto is like, "Get back to the Nihilak army. You're part of the crew, dipshit. Come on, be a good guy again, asshole." Let's see if I can turn Grunty up slightly.
Is that any better, Ghostface?
Not there. Let's see if I can do it with the... No, I think everything's max on my end for the skip. Yeah, everything's max for me. Howdy Gospel, how you doing? Okay, inside Megarania. Okay, Banaji is telling Minerville that all the fighting the world has faced isn't like an end to itself. It's a means to forge a path to the future, and that's clear to him after piloting the Unicorn. where, you know, he had a fucking computer use his brain as processing power, and then he made the machine love people. Fucked up when you think about it. The unknown voice is like, absolutely right! And turns on a spotlight, and there's Laplace's box. It's the it's the monument of the Universal Century Charter, which children see in their textbooks all the time. But this one has one more article. And the extra article in the Federation Charter says, in part, should a new strain of humanity better suited to space arise in the future, its members are to be given priority in the administration of government. Which would be new types. New types should rule the world. And the mystery voice is like, yep, the curse and prayer hidden behind the shadows of the redacted Federation Charter is that new types should rule the world, and this is Cyan. So, it turns out all along that the Federation Charter said that if a new breed of humans comes along that's just superior, they should rule everything. Rudy shows up, and he tells Otto that despite his best efforts, and he says, maybe they weren't my best efforts, I don't know, I'm garbage, he couldn't stop this, he couldn't stop the Charter having the thing. And he says, why has the Federation always feared Xeon so much? And he says, it's not because they dropped colonies on people, that was the outcome rather than the beginning. And then he says the beginning was the moment that Xeon Daikin articulated his new type theory, which changed the prayerful line about a new strain of humanity into a curse. Where, basically, the line said, if people who are just better than everybody else and are really good at living in space and being empathetic and are really good at, like, diplomatic things, they should be in charge of government and doing things. Man then came along and said, they're real and they're here right now. And Chrono didn't like that because they were the people in charge and they didn't want to have their power taken away from them, is basically the gist. And then Ridley says, as though to atone for casting aside the colonists during a period of overpopulation on the surface, Ricard Martinus, his ancestor all those years ago, rewrote the Charter. And Chien, like, he just got rid of that last little bit, and he was made a sacrifice to keep the Federation power structure intact. And it would have all been forgotten if one of the original assassins, Siam Vist, the old man who's in the bed dying, hadn't got his hands on the original Charter in the first place. So here's Banaji, face to face with his great-grandfather, founder of the Vist Foundation. And Banaji is mad as hell at this whole dude. He's like, so, you've just been laying here in bed dying and you've watched an entire war rage over this rock instead of revealing it to people and avoiding all of it? That's pretty horseshit. And then Minerva comes in and says, now Banaji, let's not jump to conclusions here. And she says that this thing has given Mr. Vis the ability to intervene in world events, like, forever. Like, since the beginning, he could have stepped in and done things. So, why has he held on to it, and why is he giving it up now? And he says it's time for mankind to proceed to the next level. And he says that it's not to despair, and not to ossification. Mankind must direct its prayers to possibility. And then Minerva says that this stone will shake every Spacenoid's faith in the Federation, and because like the Federation went actually